Hello and welcome back to this Christian Homemaker. My name is Christian, and in today's video I am going to be taking you along on a what we eat in a day. This can look differently, but this is just a typical day of how we do it at home. I like to make most of our foods from scratch, so you'll see a lot of that in this video. But before we get started, I would love to share a verse with you. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Philippians 4:6. We typically start our mornings anywhere between 6:30 and 7 a.m. My kids get up at 7. However, I like to get breakfast going as soon as we get up, and we have that ready to go between 7 and 8 a.m. And so this morning I'm actually making a lemon blueberry pancake in the skillet, and this is one of our breakfast options that we have kind of consistently, but mostly we eat eggs and toast and some fruit in the mornings. That is like our main breakfast, but I like to mix it up sometimes and have different things. So this is what's on the menu this particular morning. It is a little dark outside. The sun actually rises in the front of the house, and my kitchen is located in the back of the house. So that is why it kind of seems dark inside of my house. I have a few lights on, but one of my kids are still sleeping. So I am just going ahead and getting breakfast ready, and then I will wake my child up so we can eat some breakfast. Show you all my shirt I was wearing today. It says motherhood is my ministry. My husband got this for me, and it describes me so well. I used to think that I had to do other things to consider it a ministry or do things for the Lord, but really and truly the most important work that you could do is just raising children in the admonition of the Lord. That is my ministry, and it always will be. Some extra blueberries to this, but my son, he got extra hungry this morning and grabbed the blueberries off the counter and ate them all, so we didn't have any extra blueberries to put on here, but I'm glad he enjoyed it. Around 9:30, maybe a little earlier than that, but we typically eat our first snack in the mornings around 9:30, and so my kids are outside playing, and I just went inside to prepare them a snack before we do some homeschool. We'll be doing homeschool outside. I am prepping a watermelon, and we're also going to have some cheese sticks. I try to do like a carb and a protein to go with it, or a healthy fat to balance out the blood sugar. I just heard that's what helps, so that is what I typically try to do when I prepare snacks. So I don't just give them just watermelon. Usually I try to pair it with some type of protein. We just played outside, did some homeschool. I went inside a little bit and catched up on some chores. And now I am just preparing lunch. We usually have lunch between 11 and 11:30, and our lunch consists of leftovers from dinner. And so we are having chicken chili for lunch, and I'm just going to add some sour cream and hot sauce to mine at least. And then I gave the kids some oranges. And yeah, that is what is for lunch. Let's have a great rest of the day, and then just pray. Amen. I enjoy eating around the table with my kids and my husband when he's home from work. This is just something that I want to carry on. I think it's so important to be able to establish relationships with my children, and this is just one way that I do it, and able to just sit down, stop, pause for the moment, and just really connect. My kids play after lunch for a little bit longer, and then they go down for a quiet time, and then after quiet time or nap time, then I will start prepping a snack for them. Sometimes it is something that I prep ahead of time, or it might just be that I do of the day of, or it could just be a fruit and a protein. So on this particular day, I am making veggie sourdough crackers. And this is something that's going to go on my blog because I could just not find it. So I really love putting some type of greens in their food because my son, he's very picky when it comes to vegetables. It's probably my fault. But my daughter, she'll eat it. She loves salad. My son will just be like, ew. That's what he says. Anyways, so I am prepping some sourdough veggie crackers, and then we're going to have that alongside of with a smoothie. Put in these sourdough crackers were garlic powder, salt, spinach, sourdough discard, and flour and cheese. And that is all that was in this. It's honestly so good, and I probably will never make it any other way. Done, I went ahead and started making the smoothie. This is kind of the same type of smoothie I make all the time for the kids. Usually it's blueberries and a banana, and I would normally add coconut water or water, but today I'm just going to add water. And sometimes if they didn't get enough vegetables for the day, I will add spinach to that and put some ice in it and blend it up, and it tastes so good. My kids love smoothies, and they will literally ask for this every single day, and so it's just a healthy little treat, and honestly it reminds me of Tropical Cafe if you've ever been there before. Well, that is the afternoon snack for the day, and this is what we're working with. I've been sewing a John for my son, so yeah, we are limited of space over here. I really need to get my own sewing table one of these days, but we also live in a small house, so I just make do with what I can and the space that I have. I'm so grateful and content and just trusting in the Lord and His perfect timing. If you've been here in my other videos and you're wondering why my menu board right there says the same thing every single time, well, that's because when I bought this on sale at Hobby Lobby, I wrote on it for the first time and now it will not come off. So I have to get some stuff to redo it. My husband already said I should just take it down and not worry about it, but you know, I just need to get some stuff to fix it. So if you're wondering why it says that the same or has the same menu every single week, well, that will be why. I typically every day start prepping dinner around 4 o'clock, and my husband gets home around the same time, and we'll have dinner around 5 or 5:30. That's just what we do. We like to eat early around here. So tonight we are having creamy beef pasta as well as some sourdough cornbread. And this recipe will also be on my blog. It is so good, so yummy, and my whole family loves it. And you can just add those greens in there like I'm doing right there. And yeah, so look at there, just cleaning up my mess, and so you get to see it all. I'm really having a hard time with that John, to be honest with you. I really love sewing, but the directions in this particular pattern that I got off of Etsy, it is just so confusing. So I have not finished it yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm a visual person, so I'd rather have a video of it, but you know, that's okay. I'll figure it out eventually. Grated that cheese earlier and just put it in there, made it, set the table. Now I'm just making a plate, and I'm having some cornbread, and we like to have some honey on our cornbread as well as some butter. And then once again, just having some family time. So yeah, that was what was for dinner. And I'm laughing because my husband's like, why are you in your pajamas? And that's because I was like, I just want to finish the video. So anyways, there's some organic mango, and that is what I had for my late night snack. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye!